Women of the Channel Leadership Network. I'm Jackie Rives, your community leader, and welcome to another Woman of the Week. Today with me is Hsieh, Regional Sales Specialist APAC with the Channel Company. Abby, I hope I did a good job on your name. Thank you for being here with all of us.
I am honored to be here as well. Thank you, Jackie, for this opportunities. So
Well,
yeah,
I'm so excited to get to know you. If you all can see, it's like 8:30 in the morning here in Georgia and 8:30 at night for Abby. So we are definitely on two very different time zones. And I'm so happy that she was able to accommodate this morning. So, Abby, where do you live and where did you grow up if that's different?
yes. So right now I'm currently based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So that is also where our the channel company's Asia offices at. And I am from Taipei, Taiwan. So I've been in Malaysia for over 6 years, I would say, and that's also how long I've been with channel company.
Very cool. What is a little known fact about you that you're willing to share with us?
Yeah, so I wouldn't call it a fun fact. So for nearly 12 years, I have maintained a commitment to weightlifting and bodybuilding. Yeah, personally.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, so I perceive bodybuilding as a pursue where one establish individual objectives. So that really helped me to build my healthy lifestyles. And whenever I'm facing some challenging situation, I'll spend time on, just lifting those weights. That is really relaxed for me.
Yeah, that's such a good point too, because we all have different ways of kind of getting
Mm,
that self-care and dealing with stress. So you and I have something in common. Definitely not weightlifting for me, but I do love exercise and cycling. So that's how I do it. So I love
mm,
that.
mm.
Thank you for sharing. All right, well, let's pivot into professional questions. So, how have you ever questioned your abilities or qualifications for something? And if so, how did you handle that challenge?
Right. So definitely yes. I many point in time throughout my career, I have questioned my abilities or qualifications throughout the entire journey, I would say. So I think especially when I face with some new challenges or any kind of high pressure situations. However, I believe these moments of doubt are, natural, and I've learned to view these moments as opportunities for growth rather than setbacks. So I think whenever I face such situations, one way I overcome, self-doubt is one thing is by leveraging my support network, whether it's seeking advice from colleagues or mentors, or just simply reminding myself of my past success and the skills that I have brought me to where I am today. So yeah.
I couldn't have answered that more perfectly. I love that you pointed out that you look at them as opportunities, leveraging those around you.
Mm,
Um, Such great responses, honestly.
thank you.
Yes. All right. Have you ever been in a role that you didn't like? And if so, how did you kind of navigate through that?
Mm, that's I would say a tricky question. I'm not gonna say what other goals that I didn't like, but of
Yes.
course, I think we all been in that situation where you were given the opportunities, or alternatively you were chasing some opportunity where eventually turned out not the best suit for your skill, right?
Sure.
So yeah, so what they say, you gotta kiss a lot of frogs to find your prince. So I think that really apply to this situation. finding passion in your career. So of course, I have been in roles that weren't the right fit for me. I think in such situations or when that happened, I would approach the challenge with a solution-oriented mindset. So firstly, I try to identify specific needs of the role that I found unfulfilling or is a mismatch for my skills and interests. And then also I took advice or suggestions from other experienced colleagues or other partners to just to get a view on how they would tackle those challenges that I am facing. And I believe by doing so, I also learned to deal with those challenge situations in a different way. So yeah, so I think that really helped me to learn where are my skills at, and then what more that I will need to learn.
I love that. I love how you flip the perspective of it. The
Mm,
comparing it to like kissing a lot of frogs to find your prince, like that is such a good way to look at it because sometimes we
mm,
just flip our perspective. We can take those lessons
mm.
and even if it's not a role that we're just in love with, there are probably some things that we're going to get out of it to lead us to the
Yes,
next.
yes.
And I
I think
love those tools.
eventually you're only going to learn something, whether it's building new skills or learn more new things about yourself.
I love that.
Mm.
All right. Well, who are some individuals who have inspired your journey?
Yes, absolutely. Throughout my journey, I have been fortunate enough to encounter, I think, numbers of individuals who have inspired and influenced me in a different ways, whether if when I'm deciding on taking some certain path or some other ways. So one specific person is Nigel Murphy. So he is my former manager in whose leadership style and dedication to mentorship, I think that deeply impact my approach to work and professional growth. So one thing he did is he encouraged creative ideas with open mind, and he pushed and helped me on the side. So that really helped me to achieve what I wanted to achieve at that point in time. So I think he is really the one big influencer of where I am today. So I will forever be grateful of that. Yeah, additionally, of course, my family members and close friends, they're also my inspirations at times, and their support, encouragement have been also a instrumental in my personal and professional development.
Absolutely. I love that. Like what you're describing is, you know, finding that inspiration
Mm,
and help and advice from all aspects of your life. And it sounds like you have a very good advisory board,
yes.
so to speak. Yeah, love that. Well, we have a few moments left, so I'm going to ask you one of my favorite questions,
Mhm.
and that is what are your best practices that you use to manage your time?
Right. So time management is the one key thing that people keep talking about, right? So I believe most of them would suggest to prioritize your tasks based on urgencies or importance. So I would do the same for sure. I think to me, setting tangible goals and personal objectives is crucial. So what that means is when by doing that, it really helps me to build a timeline around your tasks, and then also you get to set milestone goals around it. And then what it also helped me is to organize my schedule and set deadlines, breaking down all sorts of complex projects into smaller or manageable tasks. And then, I get to regularly reviewing and adjusting my plan as needed to just stay on track.
That is fabulous advice and tools for kind of helping us take those bigger things that can be sometimes overwhelming and just breaking them down into bite-sized chunks that we can then wrap our heads around and tackle those lists. I love that. Abby, it has been an absolute pleasure getting to know you, and I look forward to future conversations and getting to know you even more. Thank
Yes.
you so
Thank you,
much for
Jackie.
allowing us to celebrate you as our Woman of the Week.
Thank you so much for the invite, and I look forward to our next meeting or outings.
I do too. All right, Women of the Channel Leadership Network, please comment, engage in conversation with Abby. Let her know what you thought. Maybe share some tips with her. These conversations were never meant to stop here. So let's keep investing in one another and growing together. Until next time, happy Wednesday.